Namaste. Welcome to Zoom Yoga number 44. And as always, we'll start with the opening quote, which is by Winston Churchill. And he said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So with that in mind, if you'd like to lie down on your back, place the soles of your feet together and allow the knees to flop out to the side. And we will draw our thumbs up the center of the body. We've done this many times. So lie down and on the back with the soles of the feet together. So get in a comfortable position, soles of the feet together, knees flopping out. We've done this many times. We take the palms together, rest them in the groin. And we're going to bend at the wrists as we take the thumbs around onto the torso as we inhale, and we gently drag the thumbs up over the torso, over the face, over the back of the head, and as close as you can onto the ground. And then stretch up. It's a lovely stretch. And that's a stretch you're taking out as you exhale. And spread the arms down. Take a comfort breath if you wish. Inhale. Bend at the wrists first, and then drag your thumbs up, bending at the elbows. Over the face. Back of the head onto the ground. You take as many breaths as you need, and you get that lovely stretch. Elongation of the torso, the rib cage, the intercostal muscles are getting stretched. You wait for your natural pause. And then you keep the stretch from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrists to the fingers as you come down. So just continue in your own pace, nice and easy. Don't overstretch. I've met people who've pulled intercostal muscles doing this because they're putting in too much effort. They strain, and if they haven't done this type of exercise before, they will pull intercostals. Remember, it takes 6 seconds for muscles, tendons, ligaments. I say this almost every week to remind people, 6 seconds for the body to start to release. So if you feel that your legs have released a little, then you can adjust the position of your feet, take them a bit closer to your seat and allow the knees to fall out further. And then just continue. So we're oxygenating the body, oxygenating the blood, cleansing the lungs. We're getting that fresh air into the lower lobes, alveoli, to get rid of that stale air in the lower lobes. And this isn't strenuous at all. We're resting our head on the ground, our neck is getting a break. Our heart is at the same level as the rest of the body. This is a wonderful, energizing, health-giving posture. Slow, smooth, deep breaths. Hold the stretch. And then gently stretch out and release as you come down. Of course, you can do this first thing in the morning, lying in bed. Just move down. You can lie diagonally across the bed. You can still be under the covers, nice and cozy. And energizing and stretching before you even climb out of bed. Just continue at your own pace. Again, you can take a couple comfort breaths if you wish. Stop, check your position, readjust, and continue. The full yogic breath. So you're allowing the abdomen to inflate, the rib cage to expand, and then the final puff of air in the clavicle area. That seed of meditation, that point where you pause after the inhalation and pause after the exhalation. And remember, meditation, the classical definition of meditation is just continued concentration. So you can be meditating, doing absolutely anything as long as you're fully focused on it. Lie for a few moments with the palms facing upwards. Arms down the side of the body. And just give yourself a body scan. How are you feeling? Take your mind to your buttocks and your legs. Relax your buttocks and legs. Take your mind to your groin. Take your mind to the area as if you were wearing a thong. So it's the triangle space at the front and the space between the buttocks at the back. Relax your abdominal area. So if you think of your belly button, think of the strip right around the stomach and around the back. Relax the abdominal area. Now take your awareness to the area of the chest, the heart area. So relax the front of the chest and then sweep around to the upper back. Now take your awareness to your neck, shoulders, and arms. Neck, shoulders, and arms. And relax the neck, shoulders, and arms. And now take your awareness to the whole of your head. The whole of your head. So your scalp, your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your jaw. So 6 simple parts. At any time, driving the car, standing in the queue in the shop, at the bank, sitting waiting for an appointment, anytime you can take a breath into these 6 areas and relax them. So it's buttocks and legs, groin, abdomen, chest, neck, shoulders, and arms, and head. So now place your hands behind your head. Take your knees in. We're going to do window wipers. So our feet are parallel. It doesn't matter if you place them close to your seat or slightly further away. We'll just have a different stretch in the body. Window wipers, we're going to drop the knees down to the right-hand side and turn to the left with the head. So inhale, just roll over an edge of the feet down to the right and look to the left. And we just relax into the stretch and the breath. Careful not to drop the chin. It's a twist in the neck as opposed to a bend. And just relax into the breathing, allowing the body to release in its own time. No force required. It doesn't matter where the legs get to. It doesn't matter if your elbows are flat on the ground. Wherever the body starts to release with the breath, you don't resist. Breathe slowly and deeply as always, focused on your natural pause. A few more breaths. Of course, you can stay here as long as you wish. It's not load-bearing. You're not using a lot of energy doing this. Calming for the nervous system. Oxygenating the blood, cleansing the lungs, which may lead to some clarity of thought, or even better, some spaces between the thoughts, which is ultimate peace. Inhale as we lift the legs up. Turn the head to neutral, legs down to the left, head to the right. And this is why you do it slowly, because as I dropped my legs down to the left, there was just a big click and a crunch in my lower back. So always slowly, always with awareness, always with the breath. Remember, you will get creaks and cracks and snaps and crackles and pops. This is okay. It's the structure's just realigning into a position where perhaps you haven't put the body for a while. When we were kids, we were used to running and jumping and twisting and turning. So the body was always being moved in every possible direction. But as we get slightly more mature in years, our range of movement becomes slightly more restricted. It doesn't have to, of course. You just have to put in a few more coping mechanisms to keep yourself flexible, stress-free, and energized. Inhale, lift the legs up to neutral. With the legs together, the feet together, we're going to do abdominal stretch. So we're just going to roll over to the right with the legs. We're going to roll on the outside of the right foot. You're just swiveling at the hips. So inhale, exhale as you roll onto the outside of the right foot and let the knees drop down. And then you turn to the left. And the feet twist all together. You're trying to keep the knees in line. So when your feet were on the ground, your knees were in perfect alignment. You're keeping that position as you drop them down. And again, you're not dropping the chin. That's a bend. You're getting a twist in the neck, which pulls on the attachment points of the muscles on the occiput. And just start to breathe slowly and deeply and enjoy the process. Cleansing the body. Breath, 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 breath. You can say a mantra if you find your mind is racing. The most simplest one is, let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. And smile. You know you're in a good place. If you're just lying in a nice posture, breathing, then the smile comes naturally, or it does for me. Inhale up to neutral. So over on the hips, drop your legs down to your knees down to the left and turn to the right. Breathe slowly and deeply. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. Inhale as you raise the legs up. Recenter. Then we're going to do universal spinal twist. So we're stretching out the left leg. We're stretching out the right arm, palm down, in line with your shoulder. And then we're going to take the right leg over the left, roll the right leg over the left, left hand on the knee, looking to the right. Universal spinal twist. And just relax and do it, as always. Again, there may be a space between the stretched arm and the shoulder, a space under the stretched arm. And that's okay. Or you may be lucky and have the shoulder completely flat on the ground. Perhaps your knee will be able to reach the ground too, but none of these things are important. It's important that whatever you stretch, your inherent stretch, you relax into it and breathe slowly and deeply. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. Slow, smooth, deep breaths. Pausing after each inhalation and after each exhalation. Your natural pause. You're not holding the breath in and you're not holding it out. You're allowing it to remain in and out. When you feel you've had enough of this, inhale and release. And we'll go to the opposite side, obviously. So we bend the left leg, stretch the right away. Stretch out the left arm, palms down. And roll over with the left. Again, keeping the twist on the neck as opposed to the bend. Of course, you'll notice that one side is always tighter than the other. So you could always start with the tight side, do the easier side, and finish with the tight side. Just relax into the posture and smile. Enjoy. This is all we have, this exact moment. So why wouldn't you enjoy it? Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. Again, you can stay in these positions for as long as you wish. You don't have to rush from posture to posture. When you feel ready, you release slowly. Take both feet to the seat. I'm going to take our right foot and place it on our left knee. And we're going to clasp either under the thigh or over the knee. So you can try, as you come up, you can place your hands under the thigh. Or if you've got a little bit more flexibility, over the knee. So from experience, I've started with my tight side. And then normally I would do the other side, repeat, and then finish with my tight side. So again, some people get a sore neck in this position. So you can always clasp under the leg and lie back and rest. You're still getting a lovely stretch. Or if you're flexible enough, you can still hold above the knee and just allow the body to roll back and relax. But they're all different stretches, obviously. So breathe in and breathe out. And allow the body to stretch naturally. Remember, any time you come out of the posture, you take a break and you start again. Obviously, the longer you stay in a posture, the deeper the practice, but you have to build up the physical body first so it's capable of staying in the position. When you're ready, you repeat it the other side. A quick athletic flip. So again, either under the leg or over the knee, whatever works for you best. I do have a lot of people mentioning they get a sore neck with this one. So until you build up these muscles or stretch them accordingly, then you can do the easier stretch and lie back. Or if you're flexible, you can come up here and then still lie back. But be careful with these because it's quite strong. So play about and find the one that works for you. Remember, a teacher is just here to give a little bit of guidance, and then you've to use your own awareness, eagerness, enthusiasm, common sense, and find a practice that works for you. Gently release. Feet on the ground, next to your seat, and we'll just do simple pelvic tilts. So we're just inhaling, and we're doing just subtle tilts. You're actually flattening your lower back onto the ground, which contracts the stomach muscles and eases out any tension. So we inhale as we flatten. Exhale as we release. Now we're just going to slide our hands up our thighs. So it's like a sit-up, but the knees are bent, so you're protecting your lower back. So we inhale. I'll have to watch out, eat my microphone doing this one. We inhale, and then as we exhale, we just gently come up, tuck our chin in, and move our hands up to the knees, or up as far as you can. Hold for your exhalation. And then lower down. As always, you can take a comfort breath. 2, 3, as many as you wish. And you start again. Inhale before you move. Exhale as you squeeze and expel. This is a great way to do sit-ups, protecting your lower back. And remember, it doesn't matter how far you come up, because if you just take your hands up halfway, you'll feel that your stomach is still getting a wonderful contraction. You can come up as far as you wish if you can. And you can always hold and breathe at the same time. So you can hold up here and just start to breathe. And you're getting a wonderful workout for the abdominals. If you get the chin squeezed in tightly as well, you're squeezing the thyroid. But you get the idea. Now we're going to do some just squeeze curls. So gentle squeezes. You can lift up the head if you wish, of course, but or you can I just like to ease off the lower back, which is a challenging spot for me. And of course, you can, as you're easing off the lower back, you can push with the knees as well against the hands, so you're contracting the arms. Breathe in slowly and deeply. So as I pull the knees in, I'm just stretching that lower back. It's a very nice sensation for me. And then once it's in, I'm pushing away with the knees, pulling with the hands, getting a wonderful contraction through the arms and the shoulder. Subtle movements, but very beneficial. Then clasp the knees together and just roll from side to side. Again, you can go right over. So you use your elbow as a stop point and push back up. But again, I like the subtle movements. Just a gentle massage, rolling from side to side. And then we're going to rock. And then gain momentum and then sit up. Up you come. You can come up with a balance if you wish and hold it. And then gently tip forward. Adjust any clothing. Make yourself presentable. And I believe we're going to move into the cat position. Yes. So a simple cat. Knees are directly under your hips. The mistake people make is they make the knees too narrow. So when you do the balancing part, and you'll tip over. Hands directly under the shoulders. If this is too strenuous for the wrists, then you can move the fingers slightly further forward, which gives a more easier angle to work with. So we're going to do a simple cat, the balancing cat, and knee to chin. Okay. So this is wonderful for the vertebra. We inhale as we raise the chin, arch the back, and raise the bottom. And you get a lovely stretch through the abdominals, which I feel myself. And then as you exhale, you tuck a chin in, squeezing the thyroid, arch through the back, push through the arms. I'm trying to keep my mouth away from this microphone. And to come out, you keep the arch, you raise the chin first, and then you start to go vertebra by vertebra, back into the hollow. So in this position again, you keep your curve, and then you start to tuck in the chin, push through the hands, and then vertebra by vertebra. Arch through. Again, keeping the position, always starting with the chin. Inhale and then slowly down. Looking up, lengthening the throat. This is a very beneficial movement. It doesn't matter how many breaths you take. But of course, it does matter that you take them. But you get the idea. Once you're in your arch, if you wish, after you've exhaled, you can pull the abdominal muscles back. You can contract through the gluteals. This is a wonderful posture. Again, it isn't really load bearing. You're getting a lot of oxygen into the blood, cleansing. And you're keeping that spine flexible. Always moving the head first. Check your position, adjust your hands if your wrists are a bit uncomfortable. We're going to do the balancing part here. We're going to stick out raise the right arm and left leg. So this is where you need to have the width. If your knees are too narrow, hands too narrow, then you'll topple over. So we're going to stretch out with the right arm and left leg. So we're inhaling as we're stretching, stretching, stretching. Trying to ensure that everything else is relaxed. So there's no need for the facial muscles to be straining. A wonderful balance and a stretch. You alternate, do as many rounds as you wish. Get your balance and inhale, stretch through. And relax. But you get the idea. Readjust, give yourself a break, and then we'll lift the right leg and then swing a leg through tilting our chin towards the knee. So we inhale as we stretch out with the right leg, stretch out, keep it straight, lift up, and then pull back. You get a lovely stretch through the thigh as you lift up through the neck. Wait for your natural pause. Then you come down and through, and this is where I try not to eat my microphone. Tuck your chin in, take your knee towards your chin. Keeping the knee off the ground. Inhale. Keep it straight, lift it up. You feel the contraction of your gluteals. And then you bend, and you get a lovely stretch through the thigh. Taking it through. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Stretched, straight, lift. Look up, bend. Exhale as you come through. Again, you can continue these as much as you wish. In the class environment, you try to keep it to a few movements so you get a feel. And then if you want in your own personal time to deepen your practice, you pause the video. You can stay doing these for 10 minutes. Left leg, inhale as we stretch out, keeping it straight, lifting up through the neck, chin. Lift the left leg up. Contraction of the glutes, and then you bend at the knee. Ooh, so that leg's much tighter for me. Again, you can stay in this position, take a few breaths. And then release, take it through, tuck in. So one more after the one that you're on. This posture isn't for everyone because it can be harsh on the wrists. Then you're going to love this next one. I believe we're going to drop down into the plank. Yes. It's half plank, I think, because it's on the elbows. Yeah. So down on the elbows, stretch out the legs, up on the toes. Now we're not dropping down with the torso almost on the ground, and we're not sticking our bottom up in the air. You're trying to get straight position. Relax through the neck. This is something you do have to build up because you cannot stay in a plank for any length of time if you're doing it for the first time. I believe the world record is 8 hours, 55 minutes. 62-year-old Marine, ex-Marine. Once you start shaking, once you start getting out of breath, then you come out of it, rest, stretch through the arms. And then you can go back into it if you wish. You can come up into downward facing dog and then upward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift up through the seat. Get your position. Lengthen through the arms, lift up through the hips, soften through the heels. If you wish to do the calf stretch, then just bend each knee. one at a time, obviously, which stretches the opposite calf. And you're still trying to retain your arch. And then if you wish, you can come up, through and down. Keeping the torso off the ground, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and not rounding them up around your ears. Lift them through and up. You can stay in this position. Breathing slowly and deeply. Your arms are acting as a post. Or you can come out, back up into downward facing dog. Pushing through the arms, lifting up through the hips, softening through the heels. Some days your heels will touch the ground, other days they won't. Then you can continue through as many as you wish, depending on how strong you are and flexible. Watch you don't round the shoulders and lift them under your ears. Keep it free. Back out when you feel you've had enough. You just walk in, bend at the knees. Stay in a forward bend. Breathing slowly and deeply. Doesn't matter if you straighten the legs or not. Relax the neck muscles. Relax the medicine ball. Pull the stomach back in the exhalation. And when you're ready, slowly unfurl. Adjust your clothing. Samprasarasana. Forward flowing movement. One movement flows freely onto the next one. Again, we've done this many times. Just stand tall, give yourself a break. Without looking down, feel that your feet are parallel. Relax your shoulders. Smile. Give yourself a pat in the back. Again, body scan. The six sections. So buttocks and legs. So take your awareness to your buttocks and legs. Breathe into your buttocks and legs. Take your awareness away from your buttocks and legs to the groin area. So you've got on your underwear your thong, so it's the triangle at the front and the space between the buttocks at the back. So the second section. So everything in that area is getting nourished with that breath and awareness. Check it, everywhere else is relaxed. Now take your awareness to the belly button area. So it's like a ring from the belly button right around to the lower back. This is the third area. Take a breath right into your belly button. And as you exhale, just relax that strip around here. This is the third section. You're standing tall. You don't have a care in the world. Now the awareness to your chest, the heart area, your chest, right around here, right around to the upper back. Breathe in. Take a breath right into your heart area and saturate that with prana, with energy. You can stay in these sections as long as you wish, as many breaths as you wish. You can say mantras, as many aspects you can always add. Now we move to the neck, shoulders, and arms. So take a breath directly in the back of the neck. Forget about your nose, forget about your breathing in through the nose. Take a breath right into the back of the neck. Then as you exhale, saturate the neck, shoulders, and arms with prana. And then lastly, we have the head, the whole of the head, the scalp, the forehead, eyebrows, eyes, nose, cheeks, lips, jaw, chin. Take your awareness to the whole of your head. Take a breath directly in through your forehead, through the top, through the back, whichever works for you. And saturate the whole of your head. So again, you can spend 20 minutes on this, going through the 6 sections. Remember, buttocks and legs, groin area, stomach area is 3, heart area is 4, neck, shoulders and arms is 5, and head is 6. Anytime lying in bed, last thing at night, first thing in the morning, standing in any queue, even at work, you can stop for a few breaths. Surely you've got time to do that. You must have time to do that. When you go to the loo, there are so many things we can do to help ourselves, to help us to get through each day. You don't have to be the victim. And smile. So I don't mind saying now, just by talking my way through this, I've done this for years, my whole body is buzzing. I feel energy permeating the whole of the body. I can feel it going from my thumb to my fingers. Just a tingling. As you ease out any areas of tension, it allows prana to flow through the body. The secret is to stop putting the tension in. Okay, now we can do Samprasrasana. I've done this many times, a few simple movements, one seamlessly leading on to the next one. Sorry, I'm too chilled now, I can barely speak. Samprasrasana. So we're going to take the weight on the right foot and we're going to step out into a balance and then gently place our left foot on the ground. So we inhale, take the weight on the right foot, and we balance and step across, bend. Inhale, contract everything. In fact, I'll move back a bit. Inhale, contract everything. Exhale, release. Down to a clasp. Inhale as you raise a clasp, you lift up, you look up, stretch up. And that's a stretch you take out as you exhale. Inhale as you push the hands firmly together. Exhale as you go forward into fists around behind your back and gently bend at the knees and lean back. Take as many breaths as you wish, but when you're ready, inhale as you come out, forward into a clasp, reverse the clasp and raise. Exhale, forward bend. As you exhale, pull the stomach back. When you're ready, reverse the clasp, and up we come. I used to glue my arms to my ears, but then I kept damaging my lower back, so obviously I stopped doing that. Inhale as you lift up, hips to the right, bend to the left. You can stay in this position for as many breaths as you wish. We'll just do one today. Inhale, stretch through, lift up and soften. Inhale as we come up, lift up, elongate, hips to the left, bend to the right. As I say, if you want to increase the stretch, the strength, then you stay for as many breaths as you wish, but it's not necessary. Inhale, stretch through and soften. Inhale as we come up, lift up, stretch up and sit down, just a little. Lift up, stretch up, sit down, a little bit more, if you can, if you want to. Last one, lift up and sit down again. Inhale as we come up, arms forward, exhale. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale to the left. Try and keep this elbow up high. Inhale, again, you can stay in these lateral stretches for as many breaths as you want. Lift up, stretch up, and then exhale. You get the idea. Heel toe together. I'm going to do the very same, but from the left-hand side of the mat. Again, stand tall, give yourself a break. You can do these as quick as you wish, you can do it dynamically, or you can slow it right down. And take as many breaths in each movement as you wish. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. So now we're ready to step out to the right. Inhale, take a weight on the left foot. Balance and step out. Inhale, contract everything. Exhale as we release. Clasp. Inhale as we lift up, look up, stretch up. Exhale as we come out. Inhale as we push the hands firmly together. Exhale forward into fists. Around. The back, lean back. Inhale as we come out, reverse the clasp, raise it above our head. Exhale forward. Release your medicine ball. Relax through the lower back, relax through the neck. Stay here for as long as you wish. When you're ready to come out, rejoin your clasp, reverse it, and up you come. It's up to you whether you glue your arms to your ears. Turn the clasp around, inhale, lift up. Hips to the right, bend to the left. Inhale, stretch through and soften. Inhale as you come up. Lift up, hips to the left, bend to the right. Inhale, stretch through and soften. You don't have to go as far as this. Remember, this could be sufficient. It's your inherent stretch. Inhale as we come up. Remember, it's a squat 3 times. Inhale, lift up. Again, you can just squat as far as this. Stay in this position for 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift up. Stay in this position if you don't feel you can go any further. But if you think you can, then you can come down a bit more. Down you come. But you get the idea. Adjust the postures and the movements according to your needs on any particular day. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift up, stretch up. And this is the stretch you take from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrists to the fingers. Heel toe together. Stand tall. Try and sense what has happened. Something's happened. Is there warmth? Is there tingling? Is there pain? I hope not. Do you feel lighter, happier? Do you want to smile or you wish you hadn't come? Only by having this self-awareness, then you'll know which postures work for you, which breathing techniques, which movements. And you do more of them and throw in one that you don't like, because you'll probably learn more from the one that you don't like. Okay, we're going to go into any comfortable sitting position. For me, it's Vajrasana. As I keep saying, I never used to be able to sit in this position. So we're just sitting back on our heels. You can slip a cushion under your ankles. You can slip a cushion behind your bottom and your legs. You can even get little wooden stools you can sit on. And the beauty of Vajrasana is it keeps your spine completely straight. And it's a good position for meditation. But it also assists in aiding digestion. So if you have any gut issues, this is the one to sit in. But any sitting position, on a chair, on a stool, on a sofa, even in bed, leaning against the wall. So all we're going to do now, and you can sit for as long as you wish. You can pause the video once we start. We're going to breathe in and just work through the 6 areas. So we're going to breathe in and focus on the buttocks and the legs for as many breaths as you wish. And breathe in and out and move up to the groin area. And then it's the stomach. And then it's the chest. And then it's the neck, shoulders and arms. And then it's the head. There are bija mantras or sounds that you can chant doing each of these areas, sections, but we're going to do that another week. So get in your comfy position. Put on a warm jumper or a hoodie, whatever. Get cozy. Turn off your phone. Treat yourself. Do this down at a beach, anywhere where there's wind. Salt air is very beneficial. And we'll just start to focus on these 6 areas. So inhale the base of the spine. As you exhale, saturate your buttocks and legs with prana, with energy. Focus on your natural pause after you exhale and after you inhale. And just give all your attention to the energy entering your buttocks and legs. Everywhere else is relaxed. Now move on to the groin. Now move on to that triangle at the, when you're wearing underwear, that triangle at the front and the space between the buttocks at the back. So take your breath directly into this area. Inhale. Wait for your pause, and as you exhale, you saturate this area. There are colors as well you can use if you wish. Now the stomach, move away from the stomach, move away from the groin. Take the breath directly in through the belly button. And as you exhale, get that ring right around from the belly button, right around the back, and relax all of this area. Now it's your chest. Take the breath into the heart area. And as you exhale, saturate the front of the chest and around the back. So you can count the breaths and make it equal for each section, or you can just go with instinctively feels right. So now take your awareness to the back of the neck. We're going to breathe into the back of the neck, saturate that area, and then exhale as you get that breath, get that prana to the back of the neck, the shoulders, arms, and hands. And then lastly, the head, the whole of the head. Scalp, the forehead, eyebrows, eyes, nose, cheeks, lips, chin, jaw. Take a breath in. And then saturate, release and relax the whole of the head. And remember, if you don't want to spend so long on this, you can take a breath into each area. So it could be 18 breaths. That means you're going through the 6 sections 3 times. And that's enough to relax and release. Because once you know the difference between tension and relaxation, then it happens almost instantaneously. But if you're holding tension for a long period of time, that becomes a normal feeling and you forget the sensation of being free of tension. 6 parts of the body, 3 breaths. Surely you've got enough time for this. So we'll just finish with 6 breaths and we'll have 1 breath for each area. So inhale the base of the spine for the buttocks and legs. Exhale and release. Inhale for the groin area. Exhale and release. Inhale for the abdominal area. Exhale and release. Inhale for the chest area. Exhale and release. In your own time, obviously. Inhale for the neck, shoulders and arms. Exhale and release. And lastly, for the whole of the head, inhale, saturate the whole of the head. Wait for your natural pause. Exhale and release. So relax all efforts. Whichever sitting position you're in, just relax all efforts. Let the thoughts come and go. Let the sensation the circulation, the tingling, whatever those feelings are, let them come and go, and I'll read out the finishing quote. It's by Joseph Campbell. Find a place where there is joy, and the joy burns away any pain. Find a place where there is joy, and the joy burns away any pain. So for me, with the breath, with movement, with awareness, there's always a possibility to find a place of joy. And if you're focused on that joy, you're not able to focus on the pain. As always, thank you very much. And namaste with much love.